Our phones rarely leave our hands these days, but how often do you use it to make an actual phone call? Well, that's exactly what I'm encouraging you to do today. Hi, I'm Leah Metha, and I want to share with you why calling the phone number listed in a job ad is one of the smartest things you can do to help set you apart from the rest of the pack. Making this phone call is a great way to make an awesome first impression. Treat it like a mini interview. And what you do when you make this call and build a bit of a relationship is you give your application a better chance of rising to the top of the pack, because the person reviewing it will hopefully remember speaking to you and think, gee, I remember speaking to Leah. She sounded like a really nice person on the phone. She was really enthusiastic. Let me have a look at hers in more detail. So this tip is particularly important for those of you who don't have a lot of work history to your name. It might be the first job you're applying for, and your resume on its own might not look that impressive. So making the phone call is a chance for you to demonstrate your initiative, to show that actually you would be a good person rather than just that paper doing the talking. But what do you say? Why are you calling in the first place? How do you actually do this? Let me share some top tips. The first one is to be really conscious of the energy and tone you bring to the conversation. It is okay to be nervous, but you don't want to sound flat and uninterested. The whole purpose of this call is to show that initiative. So make sure you sound interested in the role. Start by introducing yourself and why you're calling. So make sure you reference the specific job, because that organisation or that shop may have a few jobs open at the moment. So, hi, my name's Leah Metha. I'm ringing in relation to the shop assistant position that I saw advertised in the Latrobe Valley Express recently. I'm hoping to speak to the manager about that role if that's possible. Now, why are you calling? What are you going to say next? Hot tip. If there is no name listed in that job ad, the purpose of your call is to get that name for two reasons. Again, it shows initiative. However, what you're asking for is, I'm hoping to get the name of the best person to address my application to. Now, you are going to use that name because then you can personalize your application, which further sets you apart from the pack. If the name of the person you should submit to is in the job ad, you are still making this call. But now the purpose of your call is to ask a question or two about the position. So, hi, my name's Leah. I'm ringing in regard to this job that I saw advertised in the Latrobe Valley Express on this date. I'm hoping to speak to the manager, please, to gain some further information about the position. When you do get the manager on the phone, and hopefully you do, you need to have a couple of specific questions. Just saying, I'm hoping you can tell me more about the role is not enough, because they're likely to say back to you, what is it that you want to know? So what could you ask? You could ask about the hours. You could ask for a bit of explanation about what the role involves, or you might have a question such as, could you share with me what the top attribute is that you're looking for in the successful candidate? Again, great information that you can use in your application. Make sure you've got a bit of an elevator pitch ready for this, because know that the manager might ask you some questions. So know why you're going for the job, why you think that you would be a good candidate. Have those answers at the ready. And then finish off the conversation by thanking the person for their time and letting them know that you're looking forward to submitting your application before the deadline. So there it is, folks. Pick up the phone, have a conversation, and set yourself apart from the rest of the pack. Cheers.